It is Saturday, the 17th of December 2022, and we are Emirates, the House of Wisdom. SHARJAH. Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to the YouTube channel first. We are at SHARJAH House of Wisdom, as you can see. Before we go into the video proper, my mom was asking me today why is my channel not growing. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe now, because my African mom is wondering why I put in all of this work and people are not subscribing. Or don't you guys like my content? Yes. So we're at SHARJAH House of Wisdom, and if you know me, I'm very particular about books. I read a lot of books. I read a little too much, and the House of Wisdom is filled with books. I mean, I can literally say it's a transparent edifice. It's a transparent edifice. I can see the books already in it, and it's very similar to Mohammed bin Rashid Library. We visited there a few weeks back. If you've not seen that video, it's in the description. You can just click on it to see it. So I'll be pointing out the difference between SHARJAH House of Wisdom and the Mohammed bin Rashid Library as we go further in the video. But if you love books, if you love to see Dubai, if you just want to travel without actually traveling, if you want to experience the United Arab Emirates or life in the Middle East without actually leaving the comfort of your homes, then this is a channel to actually stay close to. Yeah, and if you don't know, if this is the first time you're seeing my face, my name is Debbie. I'm good vibes. Yeah, so let's go in guys. Stepping into the hub, the first thing I noticed is the ambience. First, the greenery vibe is all good, but then there was this intimidating silence. I know that libraries are usually very quiet, but there was something about this place. It was just so quiet, even with people walking around and pacing and browsing through books. It just felt like the silence is intimidating, and you are forced to literally feel at peace and be at ease. On the ground floor, on the right wing of the building, is the children reading area with children books and furniture to cater for the needs of children. Just very close by is also the children arts area. So like Mohammed bin Rashid Library, where there was an entire floor designated to children, we only have a portion of a floor designated to children in the House of Wisdom. Comparatively, for United Arab Emirates project, the House of Wisdom SHARJAH is relatively small. It's just 2 floors, and while there might not be so much going on here, one thing that I love so much about this place is the fact that they have great books. I was able to browse through a number of them. So the book I was browsing through here, let me tell you the summary rather. The geographical setting of the book is in London, and the time setting is in the early 2000s. A lady had just broken up with her boyfriend, who happened to be her roommate, and she needed to find a space to live, and she needed to find a cheap space. She needed to find a space, and she needed to find a very affordable space. So she found a 1-room apartment. Interestingly, her roommate works night shift, so he only needed a space to stay during the day, and she worked during the day. She needed a space to stay at night, so it felt like a good arrangement for her. So she got into the place, and they almost never met each other. Rather, they would leave notes for each other, more like, oh, I have leftover chicken, I think you can have it. I left the keys here and all of that. Somehow, once it led to another, they ended up falling in love with each other. So that's the summary of the book. Other things I loved about this place is I saw books by Shakespeare, books by ancient and orthodox English writers, and it just really took me back to being a teenager and having to read all of those books. The wisdom vote. The wisdom vote is actually one of the reasons I went to the House of Wisdom, but unfortunately it's not open to the public because of the sensitivity of the kind of books that are inside of the vote. So yeah, that's on Tony Has a Little Lamb. Tears. There were also reading pods, just like Mohammed bin Rashid Library. There were also meeting rooms for various conferences and official and corporate events. There was this coffee space here. The cafe is really nice, so I heard. For those who are conversant with Dubai, the place is called Frames, and they have various branches across the UAE. Just when I thought I had seen it all and I was ready to go home, I discovered the espresso book machine.
Espresso book machine.
Yeah.
And espresso book machine, it's called espresso because it's very fast.
Yeah.
And it can print the book during 5 minutes. It can print whole books, covering, banding, everything. This is some samples. Yeah, there's some samples for that. During 5 minutes just. If you want to get a book from the espresso book machine, you have two options. First one, you are an author, so you can print your book here if you're not published anywhere. Second option, there is book on demand database. You can search any book you want and you can print directly from there. Also, each book has a price and you can see what we have and print. This printer is good for any public library because it's small, and also we will not say to anyone we don't have your subject. So he would search in the book print book, then he will search in our database. If he not found, he will search in the database of Espresso Book Machine and he will take his book and collect. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Personally, I find the concept of the espresso book machine very intriguing. So other things they had at the House of Wisdom is the prayer room for the ladies and men alike. And yeah, this very beautiful state too. That lights up at night and literally changes its color every now and then. Yeah, after all of the seriousness, I decided to teach a stranger I met how to do the Nigerian happy feet dance, but apparently a blind was leading the blind. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please subscribe to my channel.